This is Bob Mason from FXI Pro and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. Looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Saturday the 26th of June. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar and the outer candlesticks being a mixed start to the day. You're going to need to see Bitcoin move through the pivot at 32,781 to take a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 34,299. Bitcoin's going to need to see plenty of support from the broader market to break back through to 34,000 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 35,000 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Bitcoin target the second major resistance level at 37,012 before any pullback. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 30,068 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid the second major support level at 28,550. Looking at the MACDs, we have a slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, but no suggestions of a bullish cross, so keep an eye on that through the early part of the day. On the EMAs, after yesterday's failed bullish cross, the 50s pulled further back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot at 32,781 and back through to 34,000 levels. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Across Ethereum against US dollar, also a mixed start to the day. Going to need to Ethereum move through the pivot at 1874 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1955. Going to need to see plenty of support from the broader market for Ethereum to break back through to 1900. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at yesterday's high to 019.39 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see the bulls target 2200 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 2101. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1728 and the 62% fib at 1725 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid the second major support level at 1646. Looking at the MACDs, we have a slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, so look out for a possible bullish cross. We had a failed bullish cross late yesterday. On the EMAs, bearish signal with the 50 pulling further back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So failure to move through the pivot at 1874 would leave support levels in play. Litecoin against US dollar, bullish start to the day. Going to need to see Litecoin move through the pivot at 129 to take a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 134. Support is going to be needed to break back through to 130, so barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 138.45 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, Litecoin should target 150s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 143. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 120 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay clear of sub 110s. Second major support level sits at 115. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, so we could see a possible bullish cross, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, the 50 has pulled further back, but marginally on the 100 and the 200. That's still a bearish signal. So key would be to move through the pivot at 129 and back through to 130s to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also bullish start. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP move through the pivot at 0.6340 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 6656. Going to see plenty of support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break out from 0.65 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 0.68823 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP target 0.75 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 0.7198. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.5797 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 0.55s. Second major support level sits at 0.5481. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, so we're going to be looking out for a possible bullish cross. On the EMAs, however, the 50 has pulled further back, only marginally, however, from the 100 and the 200, signaling further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot at 0.6340 and back through to 0.65 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play.